Announcement! I already have videos planned for May and June, but the month of July will be viewer's choice. You pick the game, and I will review it in the month of July. But you must do 3 things to enter. 1, you must be subscribed to my channel. 2, you must like this video. And 3, comment down below what video game you want me to review. I will review any game. Even if I haven't played it, I will play it, then review it. You have until the end of May to enter. Now get out.
But the question is, was Life is Strange truly a
So for those of you who have been watching me since 2019, you probably have no idea what you just saw. But for those of you who have been watching me since 2015, 1, I'm sorry, and 2, that was my review of Life is Strange 7 years ago. And man, is it a hard watch. Now, if you're wondering why you can't find that video, it's because I put all the videos from 2016 and below to private. And it is staying that way. And the reason why I show this video is because this has been one of the reviews I've wanted to remake for a long time. And now is the time. And I'm not just going to be covering Life is Strange. I'm going to be covering every single Life is Strange game. Except Captain Spirit. I don't give a fuck. So in this game, you play as Max Caulfield, as she is sleeping in class like an average high school student. And during this time, she has visions, meets old friends, finds out she can rewind time, and stops the school shooter in the process. Though things go from bad to worse as Max finds out from her old friend Chloe about the missing girl named Rachel Amber, and finally realizes that the vision of the storm she was having was actually a premonition of what's to come. So now Max and Chloe's goal is to see if they can find clues to locate the whereabouts of Rachel Amber and find out how to stop the storm from hitting Arcadia Bay. So replaying this game, I was curious to see if any of my opinions would change, but honestly, it's pretty much the same. The story is still intriguing, the characters are still charming, most of them, and the dialogue, yeah, the dialogue is actually worse than I remember.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
I was in high school when this game came out. I don't know if I grew up or I just became less cringy over the years, but man, did I cringe a lot more in this game from the dialogue.
Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Though even with the cringy dialogue, I ended up finding this weird sense of nostalgia coming back to this game. Back when I had to deal with the trauma of school lunches, school teachers, and worst of all, school bathrooms. But to get back to the characters for just a moment, Max is still an insecure walking pile of cringe, but it's kind of endearing. But the one character that really bothered me a lot more than I remembered was Chloe. I had my problems with Chloe back in the day as well, but man, I did not remember how selfish this bitch was.
I'll call you later, okay? Thanks, Max. If you'd rather chill with Kate, please. Go ahead.
Chloe is such a problematic character who blames all of her problems on other people.
You can't keep blaming me and everybody for everything wrong in your life. It's so not fair.
I gotta blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
Now, I usually like flawed characters, and she damn sure is the most flawed character in this game, but for how much she uses Max for her own dumb shit is irritating. And the moment things don't go her way, she immediately blames everyone but herself.
Jesus, I shot myself! Ugh, I shot myself! Back up, back up!
Gun? Hold on, Chloe.
Okay. Let's talk about the gameplay. If you played a choice-based game before, then the gameplay is pretty simple. You have your basic walk and running, but the main mechanics of this game are your dialogue choices and your rewind powers. And this is what made Life is Strange a lot more interesting than other choice-based games. If you ever screw up, you can rewind time and fix the problem. Now, some people might say that that gives no real risk to the game, but it still does. Sure, you can rewind time and change your answer, but some choices you make are not truly the right choice, because you have no idea just how much a choice will affect the story later on. And I like that, but for me, the best thing about this game and the main reason I wanted to replay it was the soundtrack. The soundtrack is truly what molds the atmosphere of Life is Strange, and that could be said for all of the games. And while the character designs could be considered somewhat dated now, I understood what the developer was going for, a very artistic design to match the art and photography in this game. Now, if only they could match the lip flaps. But with all that said, Life is Strange gave us some fun gameplay, an amazing atmosphere, and a lot of cringe. This game is definitely not for everyone, but if you're a fan of angsty high school teen dramas, then I truly think that you'll actually find some enjoyment from this game. So with all that said, my final verdict for Life is Strange is the silver seal of approval.